extra minutes.
When you were flying, tell me the symptoms you were suffering.
And when I was flying during a contaminated air event, you'd feel like you'd been hit across the head with a baseball bat. You'd feel mentally slow. I suppose it's similar to if you'd been drinking but you haven't been drinking. You're not quite all there, or like hypoxia.
How often did that happen to you?
Well, the thing about these events is that they creep up on you. You know, you can be flying the plane and you start to feel mentally a bit slower, and your colleagues a bit slower as well, because there's no detection system, so there's nobody to tell you when these events are occurring, and you just have to hope that you pick up that you're starting to make mistakes and then do something about it.
Were there ever instances where you could smell fumes and then you had an instant reaction?
There's times when you smell the fumes, but the really important point here is that when you smell the fumes, your ability to detect them is going very quickly. So literally within a few minutes, you may feel that the fumes have gone, but they haven't, and that's the killer.
At any stage while you were flying the plane, were you worried that you wouldn't be able to land this thing?
What worried me the most was the passengers, because I had emergency oxygen. So I've had flights where I've smelt the fumes, and the drill tells you if you suspect the air is contaminated, you go on to emergency oxygen. So I'm now breathing 100% emergency oxygen. I'm now in an emergency arrival at Heathrow Airport. I parked the airplane on the stand. Fire chief came on, said, "Oh, the plane stinks of oil fumes." I then stand at the front of the airplane and I watch 150 passengers walk off, coughing. Some people got paper up their nose, some are pregnant. They've all been exposed to contaminated air. Nobody tells them what they've been exposed to. Nobody cares what happens to them long term. I think it's a disgrace. This is, many people call this aviation's biggest cover-up, and I think, why does the aviation industry not tell passengers what they're being exposed to? What are they frightened of?
And what do you think they're frightened of?
I think they're frightened of the litigation. I think they're frightened of people knowing. I mean, and the great crazy thing about this is if the airline said to the passengers, "You pay $5 more and you can have clean air on the airplanes," everybody would pay the $5. They're not allowing the public to make a choice. And I think that the public should be given air that's clean on airplanes to breathe, and they shouldn't be kept in the dark on this.